Hi, I'm Jody Espina, president of JodyJazz, Shedville and Rousseau Mouthpieces. And today I'm here to talk about the dark alto mouthpieces that we have. And we have the DV New York, we have the HR Star Custom Dark, and we have the HR Star. By the time we get to the HR Star, we're really not that dark. We're kind of a little middle to bright in the pantheon of jazz mouthpieces. But today I'm using a reed that gives me a little air in the sound. I can put on a softer reed and have a clearer tone. That's up to your taste, and as is all of this, because you can say you prefer the sound of one of these three and use the little jump links so you can hear that. I'll try and play the same thing so that you can hear them side by side. So you may prefer one. Doesn't mean for sure that that's the one you're going to prefer to play. Probably, maybe, but because we're all different. And I tend to brighten a mouthpiece, actually. And I know some people that tend to darken. What that means is if two people play the same mouthpiece, one sounds darker than the other. So it kind of depends what you do to the mouthpiece. It also just depends how it feels for you. So that's the DV New York on a ballad and playing fairly soft. When you play soft, you can really get more beauty. I like that air because to me it gives more humanity to the sound. So let me play something a little more bebop-y or whatever, louder, let's say, so you can hear that, and then I'll move to the next mouthpiece. All right, so that's what it is. That's the DV New York. It's a very big chamber mouthpiece. It's metal. People think metal is going to be bright, but metal is not necessarily bright. It's what's inside the mouthpiece, the amount of space. The bigger the space in there, the larger the chamber, the lower the floor of the baffle, the darker and essentially quieter it's going to be. It's hard to say you get a real dark mouthpiece with a lot of projection. But again, we can really blast these things too. Just check this out. So you got plenty, right? That's plenty of volume. But if you're in the loudest situations, you're playing all the time in loud situations, then you may need to have a brighter mouthpiece. Now I'm going to switch to the HR Star Custom Dark. By the way, these are all in 7s. Now, that DV New York is one of the freest blowing mouthpieces around. And ideally, now, the reed that worked for that, I want a little bit softer reed, but I'm going to use the same reed. This is a 2H Select Jazz Diodario, but it's playing like a 3 medium almost. Okay, I need a different ligature. Let's see. All right, these are power ligatures. This is the HRA1 minus that goes on the HR Star Custom Dark. Here we go with the HR Star Custom Dark number 7. Okay, a little bit something now on the more bebop-y side. Like I said, I would prefer just a slightly softer reed on that to get the same feel that I had on the DB New York, but it's pretty close, and it still feels very good. Okay, here comes a little Well You Needn't. Okay, let's do one more thing with this one. Let's hit it really hard. There's are several YouTube videos now of some of our endorsers that are playing this thing nice and strong on pop tunes. There's people playing them pretty, so it's quite versatile. Here is it. I forget what I played last time, but we'll try and play something. Okay, let's do the HR Star. I think you're going to hear a big difference. The HR Star uses a HRA1 power ring. Okay, the HR Star Alto mouthpiece. I could live with any one of these mouthpieces. I mean, seriously, they're all good. They all have great facing curves. They have 3 different facing curves, which makes them even more versatile, because you're going to find the facing curve that really locks in for you. So like I said, I could play any one of these. And this being the HR Star being the one that can go more bright, and still you can hear it. It can sound kind of pretty, definitely can. But I know a lot of people already have a mouthpiece that's a little on the bright side, so people have been gravitating to these darker mouthpieces, especially in the last year or two. So if you don't have one, it's really fun to play beautifully. So let me play the Well You Needn't thing. Okay, and the last thing I'll play, it'll be the really hard blues thing. Just to let you know, we make these mouthpieces 100% here in our Savannah, Georgia factory, which you are invited to, by appointment only, please. So we'll show you the factory, how we do this. Everybody is always amazed at how much handwork goes into it, because we have these very high-tech CNC machines. But then they see people really taking care, looking under magnifying glasses, having flashlights through the end of the mouthpiece to see inside, and tons of care that we do. And that's, I think, one of the things that make us different from some companies. Also the fact that I'm here going crazy about consistency, testing everything, just on the case, and that I have an amazing crew, the crew that we have assembled. I'm so proud of. So we've been having a great time in our 21st year. I think we're at the height of what we can do. And so if you get a chance, try all 3 of these mouthpieces. You narrow in a perfect world, you narrow in on the model, then you narrow in on the tip opening. Don't think because I'm playing 7s, you need to play a 7. It's what's most comfortable. Everything about a mouthpiece is what's most comfortable for you, okay? And because I work really hard at getting the 6 and the 5 to sound like the 7 and the 8 as well, they sound the same. So you can play the one that's most comfortable for you. Here's a hard blues, and I'll say goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe and like. We got a lot of stuff coming, okay?
Mm-hmm.